The Chicago Cubs are looking to bring some talent into their ball club at the shortstop position. A guy who can bring in a bat, defensive skills, and good culture is ideal for any team, and there are two guys currently in free agency that can do that. Carlos Correra and Dansby Swanson. Both are strong options for the Chicago Cubs, but who is the better fit? I'm here today to break down both players and pick who I think would be the better option for the Chicago Cubs. Make sure to throw your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Love responding with you guys, and hopefully the Cubs can get one of these two options, because either or is definitely great and will help this ball club next season. So let's jump into it. Let's start off with the first guy, Carlos Correra. 28 years old, 6'4", 220, has been in the majors since 2015. Also, almost all of that has been with the Houston Astros, where he won a World Series, and he spent last season with the Minnesota Twins. He is insanely gifted athletically as a player. He's very smart, has a great bat, and also a great defensive player. His career stats so far: 888 games with a 279 batting average, 357 on-base percentage, 508 runs off 933 hits, 155 home runs, 133 runs batted in, 33 stolen bases, and 1 Gold Glove. Correra is also a 2-time All-Star and won Rookie of the Year back in 2015. A very strong ball player, great stats over his career so far. And also, he's insanely big for a shortstop at 6'4". Can cover a lot of ground, stretching out for plays. You know, longer legs, faster. Overall, a great defensive-minded player as a whole. And also, he uses his athletic ability to the advantage to be even better. Let's go through last year with the Minnesota Twins, though. 136 games, so that means that he missed 26 games with the Twins. A 291 batting average, 366 on-base percentage, 70 runs off 152 hits, 22 home runs, 64 runs batted in, and 0 stolen bases. Not a bad stat line for a guy that missed 26 games. I mean, again, he has been an all-star before. I think that if he would have played in 26 more games, his stats, he could have been closer to 30 home runs. Could have probably been at 75, 80 RBIs. But that batting average is super impressive at 291. Shows that he can get on base and make things happen for the ball club. And also, again, almost a defensive Gold Glove winner again last year. A very strong fielder. Had a nice 1 year with the Twins, but he's looking for a massive contract. Before we get into that, let's go over to Dansby Swanson. 28 years old, 6'1", 190. A little bit smaller than Correra, but still a lanky guy. Can cover a lot of space at the defensive position for shortstop. Can also play the outfield. He has been in the majors since 2016 and also has a World Series ring, and he played his entire career with the Atlanta Braves. He is athletic. He is fast, and he's a very smart ball player as well. Very similar to Correra. His career stats so far, again, these guys are neck and neck, very similar. Swanson has 827 games under his belt, a 255 batting average, 321 on-base percentage, 433 runs off 775 hits, 102 home runs, 411 runs batted in, and 58 stolen bases. Not terrible stats overall either for a guy that's been a little bit more under the radar than Correra, but his last few seasons, he's really turned it up. Swanson last year had a career year with the Atlanta Braves where he earned his first All-Star selection, 162 games with a 277 batting average, 329 on-base percentage, 99 runs off 177 hits, 25 home runs, 96 RBIs, and 18 stolen bases. All things considered, he got his first All-Star game vote, he got his first Gold Glove, and he finished 12th in the MVP voting. In retrospect, he had overall better stats than Correra. His batting average was not that high, but everything else, he played a full season, and that's pretty impressive for a guy like Swanson. So who would I pick out of the two? Again, make sure you put your comments in the comment section below of who you would pick. Would love to hear what you guys have to say. But who do I want to pick? Both players are similar stat-wise. Some may say Correra is a better defender, but his expectations for a big payday are way more than Swanson. Again, they are similar ball players. Correra definitely has the edge defensively, but both are the same age. Correra only has one more All-Star appearance, and yes, he won Rookie of the Year. But also, Swanson had more runs, hits, home runs, and stolen bases in 2022. He's going to be a lot cheaper. Actually, you know what? Rephrase that. He's going to be a ton cheaper than Correra. So if I had to choose, if you can't tell, I'm going to go with Swanson. I would be thrilled if the Cubs bring in Carlos Correra. There is no doubt about that. But I'm a big bang for your buck kind of fan. Swanson, according to Fangraphs, is predicted to get a 6-year, $140 million contract from wherever he signs. Correra is predicted to get a 10-year, $300 million plus contract. In 10 years, Correra is going to be close to 40 years old and just a dude out there at that point. Probably selling jerseys, could be traded, but kind of feels like another Jason Hayward situation where you sign him to a huge contract where there's been inconsistency with him. You have Swanson's contract ending, by the time he's 34 years old, which still gives him some years to have some good baseball. Maybe the Cubs re-sign him or extend him during that time. But Correra has a lot more injuries than Swanson, and that's where I get a little scared. Correra has never played a full season due to injuries. Swanson has, and that makes him a more reliable option. Again, I am saying that Correra is a hell of a baseball player. The Cubs bring him in, fantastic. Really happy for the next couple years with him playing top of his game. But thinking from a full future standpoint, I think Swanson is a better bang for your buck because you can get more players later. You might not have to pay as high of a luxury tax. And you're getting literally the same exact ball player, just a smaller name. Throw your comments in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys are thinking, but that's my opinion, and we all have opinions. That's what we're here for. But with that, thank you very much for joining this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and we'll see you guys next time.